My name is Josh. This is the show. Am I gonna bring you guys up right now? Or are you gonna do it? Are I do it? Oh, get the show. We're all here to see you guys. Make some noise for the cast of 1, 2, 3 Jokes. Make some noise. Come on.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is 1, 2, 3 Jokes. And once again, we have an issue with the music.
Oh, there we go.
You also have like
echo,
a
right?
weird echo. Yeah.
Bob's on reverb tonight. So you guys
Thank you, Yankee Stadium. Yeah,
Tonight, I am the luckiest man in the world.
Well, welcome out, everybody. This is 1, 2, 3 Jokes. We are a competitive comedy show. We will take 3 stories from the news. We will all write 3 jokes about each story, and our guest judge, Josh Graves, will decide who has written the funniest jokes.
Come on up, Josh. You can.
Josh,
come on up.
Right there.
He invoked you. I don't know. He invoked you.
Bring it on up. You get 2 minutes for
Come on
rebuttal.
up.
I have
They
to
already
you.
know him. Woo! They already know
Give it
him.
up for Josh Graves.
I don't know if this crowd. I don't know if this crowd feels sorry for me or if you guys just hate me. But
It's a little A, little B.
And you know what I realized? We didn't introduce Josh. We didn't introduce him earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, exactly. But we are unprofessional here.
Now,
You know what, Josh? Get off stage. Let me introduce you real fast.
We haven't introduced ourselves yet.
We have not. Yeah, by the way, I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Ricardo Leone.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And you all know that guy.
Josh Graves, our resident judge.
Our guest judge.
Now, do we want to fix that reverb issue?
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Everybody plug your ears. I don't know
Yes.
what's about to happen.
I feel like I'm at a Celine Dion concert.
This, by the way, is our first show here at the Cheba Hut.
You would think it was our first show ever.
This is my first time ever at this Cheba Hut, and I noticed something really weird when I pulled up.
What's that?
Is the other sandwich shop not to be named really close by? They're like rival sandwich shops.
Sure, we could be attacked at any moment.
You guys notice all the blood stains in the parking lot from the West Side Story fight?
Well, here's my question, because Cheba Hut is known as being like the weed smokers sub.
Oh, is it?
What is what's the other one?
They're freaky fast.
Meth subs or something?
Well, all we know is
They're
got
freaky fast because they do meth.
Jimmy
Yeah.
John's.
there's an urgent care here as well. Shout out to Concentra.
That's right. This episode brought to you by Concentra. Now, normally, we've done a lot of these live shows over the years. You probably can't tell, but we have.
Yeah.
And usually we don't have anything planned for the beginning of the show before we bring out our guest. So let's change that tonight. It's time for the latest installment of my newest feature, Kids Say the Damnedest Shit. Now, this is a feature where I work at an elementary school, and those kids say the darndest things. And I thought, that's a thing that I could steal and put swear words in. So here it is. Now,
What ideas haven't you stolen from Bill Cosby?
some very important ideas I have not stolen. I need you guys to know that right now. Go ahead.
Shout out to Milo at Cheba Hut.
Woo!
Now, there was a break for a feature within a feature.
Milo says the darndest things. All right, sorry.
So,
Yells people's names.
kids say the damnedest shit. Now, previous installments, one kid said I smelled like his dad. The last installment, the kid said I smelled like his grandpa. This is not smell-based, thankfully. I was walking the first graders to lunch, and one of the little girls said, "Mr. Bob, you've got vampire teeth."
Oh.
And I could only assume she's talking about the very pointy canines I got on the lower jaw there.
I feel like you need to walk around to each table and
Just show my teeth.
Show us your teeth.
That's a later segment.
Post it on social media.
So yes, I have vampire teeth and I smell like people's paternal figures.
Well, it's interesting because you probably smell like people's great grandfathers too, because you're immortal.
Whoa.
Whoa.
How long have you been
blew my
alive,
fucking
Bob?
good question. It's felt like a long time up here, though. So I think it's probably time we bring out our guest.
All right.
Wait. I want to check in with our judge. I want to know. This is his first time being judged. I want to know about his judging style.
Whoever just pays me off the most, I guess. I don't know.
shit.
No, I'm just kidding. My judging style, it's from the heart. It's emotional, and
My jokes will
I'm
leave you
gonna
in
go
tears.
with my gut. All right, I'm just gonna use every old saying like a football announcer uses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do it like the dog show. The what's it called?
Westminster.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna count us-
Every
you're gonna count us
every
out?
have to grab all your balls after every.
Do I still get to pay you?
After everyone tells their jokes, you have to come behind the desk and I fucking bang this twice, grab you by the nuts, and we all don't talk about it, all right? So no one leaves here tonight. You forgot what you saw, all right? All right. I'm flirting with
Well,
you.
now that Josh has threatened to grab everyone's balls, should we bring up our first our
I think
guest?
it's finally time, yes.
All right, so we have a special guest comedian joining us today. He has won the Holmberg Morning Sickness Funniest Comedian. He's also written for NBC. Please give it up for Jon Carden!
All right, Jon Carden, welcome to the show.
What's up, John?
Am I hot? Yeah, I'm hot.
Yeah.
Cool.
Real.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Hey.
Hey.
Answer the man.
Hey, John, I have a question for you. So the information that I just shared with the audience about your resume was written for NBC because that's all I got. But NBC has a lot of shows on it.
Yeah,
did
it
you
was,
write for
it
the
was
Today
roast
Show?
jokes for NBC Sports, but you can cut anything off and make it sound
No,
pretty.
I was just thinking, did you write the Peacock commercial or
Oh no, I wish, because that would come with some royalties.
Now, this guy
I wrote roast jokes for a shitty Arizona hockey legend.
Oh, that's awesome.
But you also wrote all the good seasons of Heroes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wrote that episode of Cheers where Woody got married, right?
Yeah.
And I wrote Trailer Park Boys. Maybe you
Trailer
know
Park
that.
Boys.
I guess this is a Cheers crowd. So
And we talking about, this is a Friends crowd. Have you looked around?
Oh yeah.
I
that
feel like
episode
this
where-
is a The Office crowd.
nope, guess not.
This looks like an Antiques Roadshow crowd, if you ask me, guys. All right, sorry.
We got him.
See? Told you. I know how to read a crowd. All
You know
right.
those fans of Antiques Roadshow, they get wild.
That's bullshit. I wish it was a Jerry Springer crowd. This would be a lot more fun. Throw some chairs at each other, Royal Rumble.
It's
Syndicated.
pretty early in the show for the guest to admit that he's not really having a good time.
I wish this was the Jerry Springer show.
Yeah. But we can still have
I
fun,
just want
right?
my audience
Yeah.
to be more white trash. Right. I want to feel more comfortable.
It's a classy
Yeah.
audience. It's
All
classy.
right. Well, that seems good a point as any to get into the first story, right, Carly?
All right, I'm ready. You guys look kind of ready, so let's get into it. Round one.
I prompted you. I was ready.
I always wonder if you guys can guess what the story's going to be based off of the picture on the television. Bet you can't. Yeah, of course you do, Paul.
Paul, you know everything.
Paul Goebel is here. Thank you very much, Paul.
King of TV.
Jinx.
ABC told Batman actor Burt Ward to take pills to shrink his penis. Classic TV fans and baby boomers will be thrilled to learn that actor Burt Ward received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his iconic role as Robin in the late 60s television version of Batman. As those who were fans of the show remember, the Caped Crusaders' costumes were bright and tight, fitting, to say the least, so snug that Ward incurred the wrath of the Catholic League of Decency. Did you guys know that that existed? I don't know what Burt Ward sounds like, so I'm gonna do I'm just gonna do a voice.
Let's
This
see
is a
it.
quote. Well, no, he has a big penis, so I gotta.
He's also Batman's sidekick.
Okay. You know what? I feel like a lot of guys with big penises actually talk with a lisp. And none of you talk with a lisp, so it makes sense.
No one's ever thought that before.
They thought that Robin had a very large bulge for television, Ward explains, although he promises that it was all me. Unlike Adam West, who played Batman. With Adam, they put Turkish towels in his undershorts, he explained.
Turkish towels.
Oh, those are
He
the
knew
best
the
for your
brand.
penis.
Yeah. The girthiest
They have like
of towels.
they have like a 300 pube count. The Turkish towels.
Ooh. And as we all know, less is better. Less is better.
The problem grew so tumescent that the studio had Ward see a doctor who prescribed medication to shrink me up.
Oh.
Thankfully, Ward quit taking the pills almost immediately. I took them for 3 days and then decided that they could probably keep me from having children. He said, I stopped doing that and I just used my cape to cover it.
Well, he's not doing it
Great
there.
use for a cape.
He's not doing it there. Look at it.
You're right. And what's that giant
show.
sausage doing
Can
on
we
the
see
Batman
it?
show?
All right, the picture getting a lot of play here, but we're going to tell jokes instead. Jeremy, you want to
All
start
right.
us off?
Look at
Sure,
the
I'll go
evil
first.
villain that they were fighting in this
Sorry,
episode.
guys, still on the picture. Still on the picture.
Or the episode they fight Der Wiener Schnitzel. Riddle me this. Is that a Turkish towel under your utility belt, or are you just happy to arrest me? Don't worry, they'll get better. That was a great Casey Kasem, by the way.
Burt Ward, he now has a dog food company. That's true. He calls it Gentle Giants, a not-so-subtle tribute to his own penis and testicles.
And testicles.
That is true. He does have a dog food company now.
And it tastes just like his penis and testicles.
You're thinking of the
That's
two
what
toys.
dogs love.
Dogs don't know it's not penis and testicles.
Somebody should tell them. People have a right to know that. Okay.
Holy floppy doggy dick, Batman! My cock is pow zoom whacking its way out of my shorts.
Whoa.
Time to get some pants, Rick.
I think that if Robin's dick was bigger than Batman's, he would bring it up in arguments all the time. Like, Batman would be like, you didn't execute properly, you weren't fast enough. And Robin would be like, sorry, Batman, I tripped over my dick. It wrapped around my leg. I thought poison ivy got me. Turns out it was just my penis.
That's your excuse for everything.
Pass the Turkish towel. I need some support.
So this was due to a complaint by the Catholic League of Decency. I mean, leave it to the Catholics to really want the boy in Boy Wonder, right? Right? Am I right? Am I right?
I don't know. That joke went over my head.
We'll find out later if Jeremy was right. What a difference a few decades makes. In the 90s, they most definitely wanted you to see Batman and Robin's nips.
Riddle me this, bird boy. What shrinks when it's done and rises in the morning sun? Morning wood, you perverted. What?
I perverted myself.
Can't believe he wrote it.
Good diss, Riddler.
John.
So, first off, I love the fact that Burt Ward's huge dick was an issue. I think that's a step forward for men. I think the Catholic Church was a cover-up. I think the real issue was Adam West. Adam West kept getting distracted by his dick. And he's like, okay, Robin. We gotta go get Poker. Joker. Penguin is down the street. I gotta go get Catcock. Catwoman. He's like calling up the doc. Listen, we need dick shrinking pills. This is fucking my life up.
Well, got sad at the end.
It's a very special episode of Batman and Robin.
So, all right, come on, old school Batman. You know what to do.
What's happening?
Why are
What's
you
happening?
standing?
What's going on?
Sit down. Do I have to do everything for you?
Prop comedy for a podcast. This is
You guys see that over there?
Now, Jeremy, I'm pretty sure what you're doing is a crime.
Wait, I gotta take a
gonna-
picture
What
for
does it say?
social
Dong?
media.
Make sure I'm not in the picture.
Dong!
Oh, oh.
How much do I have to pay you to go hit on women wearing that?
None.
You couldn't do any worse.
Do it for free.
All right, so you're just going to keep that on there.
It's part of the show now.
I can't stop looking at it. And you know what? Now I know why ABC did something about Burt Ward. It's very distracting.
It's very distracting.
Can't put this on television.
It does draw the eye. I
Attention
can't
to
help but say that's it.
I can't.
I've never experienced this before. You don't know how great I feel right now.
Oh, I can't stop looking at it.
See, you just handicapped us. So anything that we say, everyone's just going to look at this thing. All right. Remember, kids, if someone tries to get you to take pills that will shrink your penis, they're most definitely a Batman villain.
Everything's working according to plan. Jingle bellish, Batman's jealous of Robin's big fat schlong. His pants, shit. He pats a small cock with a large bat sock, but Joker's not impressed.
Oh, you guys didn't join in.
It's a classic.
I think this needs to be a new tradition. I think Robin always needs to have a bigger dick than Batman. And with Robert Pattinson as the new Batman, I think we're safe to cast like Reese Witherspoon.
Fuck you, Robert Pattinson.
And congratulations, Reese Witherspoon. Not bad.
Yeah.
Hers doesn't glitter, though.
Sparkle in
It's
the light.
beautiful.
You just got to treat it right. All right. So I think that'll do it for the jokes in round one. So we're going to go to our guest judge, Josh Graves.
Order, boner in the church. All right.
Oh no, not again.
Golly. So a lot of first off, every guy named Bert has a giant penis, is what I wrote. I just wrote that down.
Hey, you know-
why.
That's what attracted Ernie to Bert.
You know, Bird is short for Robert, right? You know that.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, but Robert's short for Bert.
What?
For Bert. All right, moving on.
Josh Graves.
I was gonna say, Jeremy, most of your jokes bombed, but dogs don't know it's not penis and balls. That was a good pop for you. So I just wrote down the highlights.
Rips count. Rips
Josh,
count, by the way.
might I add, his jokes didn't bomb. They dunked.
Yeah, no, yeah, there was stuff.
Were you just gonna bang your gavel at me?
Throbbing Robin got a big pop.
Oh, yeah.
Ricardo, you sound like a dude reading an infomercial in the 50s for some reason when you read your jokes.
Well, that's what I was going for.
Oh yeah. And I just wrote down Aquaman has the tiniest penis of all the superheroes for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay, Josh, we need you to pay attention during
I'm
the show.
sorry. All right. I'm gonna
thing
give
is
it. I'm
Whoopi's
gonna.
fault.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give it to John because I didn't. This doesn't look like a big Reese Witherspoon crowd. Fuck you guys. What's the lawyer movie?
Legally Blonde.
Legally, yeah, okay.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Wasn't she a lawyer in that, too?
First round.
Was she always a lawyer?
All right. First round to the redneck. All right.
All right.
Congratulations, John. Moving on to round two. Oh, I just wanted to make sure I read the right story here. This shiny new Subaru Forester comes with an absolutely filthy name. Ooh, what do you guys think it is? Clearly no fucks were given. A new edition of the Subaru Forester on display at the 2020 Singapore Motor Show, the most famous motor show of all time, came with a rather eye-catching nickname, the Forester Ultimate Customized Kit Special Edition, or FUCKS. People online quickly noted that the Subaru FUCKS edition was named oddly. Subaru,
Are you all right?
yeah, I didn't read that how it was written, and just don't worry about it, guys. Subaru told Business Insider that the car was from an independent distributor. God, Rick, what'd you do to me? Rather than the car
Nothing.
maker. However, attendees noted that the vehicle was inside the Subaru booth, sharing space with other new models. If it was a publicity stunt, and it certainly seemed like one, it worked.
All right. Bob, you want to start us off?
Sure thing.
Subaru FUCKS.
That's right. The Subaru FUCKS is one of the 7 dirty cars you can't sell on the lot. The list also includes the Ford Cocksucker and the Nissan Tits.
I used to drive a Subaru fuckmobile, but as I got older, women expected me to have my own apartment.
If Subaru knew their clientele better, they would have called it the Scissor.
For the uninitiated, that's a lesbian reference.
The uninitiated.
Well, Ricky really helped that out.
This is not just a publicity stunt. This is a dirty car. Even the stick shift is ribbed for her pleasure.
Ooh. The Subaru Fux is the first car to receive an R rating from J.D. Power and Associates.
Damn, that's a good joke. Fuck.
We're friends.
Yeah, fuck you.
I prefer the model from the generation previous to this one, the Subaru Motherfuck.
That's a family vehicle.
I just want to say that this is nothing new. That Chevy's been making fuck vans since the '80s. except they only usually come in all white with spray painted windows. Too dark. Okay.
Those windows, definitely, yeah.
This thing has cutting-edge safety features. All Fucks come standard with automatic pull-out.
Am I hearing sarcastic laughter?
I'll take it.
I thought it was a mistake to put a group of 14-year-old boys in charge of marketing, but I guess I was wrong and also a boomer.
Next year, Chevrolet will release their Chevy Ultimate New Truck, also known as your mother. Okay, wait. Chevy Ultimate New Truck.
Oh, did you just call my mother a cunt?
Yes.
Oh,
I
really rude.
looked up some of the features for the Fox, and one of them was a wheeled electronic interface nitrous efficiency regulator, which broke down to wiener. And then there was the bulky independent traction control hitch, also known as a bitch hitch.
The bitch hitch.
It's good to know it was bulky.
My girlfriend, okay, for the sake of this joke, I have a girlfriend, okay, guys?
Where's she live?
In Canada.
Oh.
This is Jeremy fan fiction.
My girlfriend wants me to be all into the Subaru Fox, but I've always been more of a speedster kind of guy.
All right.
Speedster.
All right.
I can't do the Fox, okay?
Your fake girlfriend would have liked that.
Well, we're going to find out if our guest judge, Josh Graves, if he liked it.
Oh man, I really wanted to give this round to Jeremy so fucking bad, you guys.
Why don't
He
you?
came in no, listen, hold on, I'm not done yet. You don't know that I still
Okay.
might. It's just that last joke sucked a bag of Robin boners, so when
Holy double penetration, Batman. Fuck.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Batman.
I didn't need to interrupt to do that. I apologize.
Bob, can you tell me what was the very first joke one more time?
That was the 7 dirty cars you can't sell on the
No,
lot.
I'm sorry, your second joke.
Okay, that would be the
Power and
the R
Associates.
rating.
the R rating of J.D. Power and Associates.
It's a good. Is that a local reference? To you?
JD
No?
Power and Associates?
All right, I'm sorry, I'm too. Order, boner in the church. All right,
Guys, it sounds like I'm going to get robbed here.
all right. No, I
Forward is
was writing down "ribbed for pleasure" as you delivered the punchline, and I just I was impressed. You know what, Jeremy, fucking.
Oh, yeah!
Oh! Wow.
Apropos of nothing.
So the point goes to Jeremy?
We
Point
didn't
goes
even
to Jeremy.
talk about
I'm
John
just
and
gonna
Rick.
say he had a good say for. I thought he was consistent. Bob had. I'm just stoned right now, you guys, and I just.
We should have took that into consideration when we had you judge.
Jeremy's hat looks like a condom. Let's just give it to him.
Yeah.
All right, so here's where we leave things.
Jeremy looks like he works for J.D. Power and Associates right now, you guys.
All right.
Yeah, I look like I should be rating these classy cars.
All right, here's where we leave things. John has 1 point. Jeremy has 1 point. So if John and Jeremy or Jeremy get a point in the next round, they win it. If one of the other two get a point, we got a tie, so you got to think of a tiebreaker just in case they say something
We
fun.
can do a joke off, right?
Yeah.
It's judge's discretion.
We
whatever
can
you
totally
decide.
drink
Judge's
each other off.
discretion. But just so you're prepared.
Get behind this. Come behind the desk, boys. All right, sorry. It's for the people who everyone was here earlier. Sorry.
All right, are you guys ready for round 3?
Yeah.
The final round?
Yeah.
All right, this is kind of a cute story. 100-year-old tortoise sex god retires after making 800 species-saving babies. Slow and steady saves the species. A 100-year-old Galapagos giant tortoise is retiring after helping to save his endangered species by siring some 800 babies. Wow! That's a lot of fake girlfriends, Jeremy. At one point, Diego was one of the last 2 males of the Chilenoidus
perfect.
houdiniensis.
Nailed it.
Houdensis? You say
Nope.
that. You say whatever. He was one of the last breeds of this one turtle in the Galapagos.
Tortoise.
However, since the captive breeding program began nearly half a century ago, with the last dozen females of the species, some 2,000 tortoises have been brought back to the island. Diego is father to 800 of them, or some 40% of the total. Diego isn't even the most prolific of his kind. According to the New York Times, another tortoise named E5.
Shout out to E5, the homie. E5. Shout out to E5. Hard shout out. Love you, E5.
Is responsible for the other 60% of the babies. Why would this story be about him?
Right? Diego getting the love. E5's getting nothing.
It was like a story about Robin instead of Batman.
That's because Diego is also known as E9.
You guys listen. A third male tortoise who was later brought into the program has sired no baby turtles.
Loser.
The Jeremy of tortoises.
This is Diego, by the way. Like, this is actually this is the horny tortoise.
Oh,
you can
how
tell
can
them
you
apart
resist?
from the other tortoises. Rick, do you want to start us off here, man?
Diego the tortoise, you are not the father.
What?
You know, there was on this story website, there was a video of Diego fucking one of the tortoises, and I almost went into the PowerPoint, but it was like 8 minutes long, and it was so slow. I was like, they're not even gonna
He
tell.
slow stroked it. I know.
Gotta make it last.
I watched the whole fucking thing.
God, 8 minutes.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's your dream, Jeremy.
first off, I want to say E5 had 60%. All right, E5 had fucking 60. And I think E5 is his rap name. You can buy his mixtape on the Galapagos Islands. And with E5 being his rap name, that kind of makes sense why he'd have 20% more baby mama drama. You know what I mean? Buy his mixtape.
That's just science, y'all. That's just science.
Meanwhile, the hare fathered 800 babies in 10 days and died of a heart attack shortly thereafter.
Oh.
You guys know a tortoise and the hare, right? Okay.
Well, speaking of,
Make sure you've done your homework.
whether it's racing rabbits or saving a species, it's clear that tortoises know how to finish strong.
Nah.
a good joke.
Ejaculation is what I'm talking about.
Diego will return back to Hispaniola, back to his freewheeling life of splattering his semen all over the shells of females.
Now, Rick, you didn't want to say that, did you?
The shells of females.
I did not understand one word that you just said. And
Instead,
they're
he
laughing because
pulled
I also
out
didn't.
and came onto the shells of females.
Why are you saying shells weird?
Shells.
Is that the problem?
Shelves?
Yeah, he's saying shells.
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 Okay, now who had a problem with the content? Who had a problem with the enunciation?
Enunciation.
And who got a problem with me? See me after the show.
So the more I read this story, the louder the banjos played.
Yeah.
Because you realize that a bunch of those brother and sister tortoises are going to be fucking in the future. So you're going to have teenage mutant incest turtles. And they're going to be able to talk, but all they're going to be able to say is, "Make America Great Again."
Ba-da-ding, ding, 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 ding.
Now, if they were step brothers and sisters, that'd be hot, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the number one category on Pornhub.
Definitely. Hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, it's all about gray areas.
I thought that was mature.
Oh, no,
What
the sound
happened?
just went out.
Oh,
Gray areas.
No,
We're back.
Oh, we're back.
guys, we got
Broke it.
censored.
Oh wait, am I broken? Am I broken now?
Are you losing it?
We're losing it.
Oh,
What's happening?
I don't know. All right. Well,
You guys.
Well, the podcast is still recording.
we're still recording. We're still going in there. So.
All
we'll
right.
go. All right. Well, Diego, like John said, it's time to stop. You're 100 years old now. There's no way you can remember which ones you fathered. So you're going to need her ID, her date of birth, her mother's maiden name, the beach she grew up on. That's it. Then you're good to go.
All right. This tortoise has 800 kids that he knows of. Keeping track of 800 is pretty good, though. I'd say that's pretty impressive.
I hear the female tortoises at the San Diego Zoo are pretty loose. I think I might make a trip to the West Coast and take it slow and steady while her shell goes low and sweaty.
I also did not understand a word of that.
Carly, you need to be more adventurous.
Yeah, Carly, you need to...
So let's just move on.
Yeah.
There were 3 tortoises. I don't know if did you mention there were 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, there was 3 tortoises. There was E5. Shout out to E5, buy his mixtape. There was Diego, and then there was a third unnamed turtle who didn't fuck anybody. Nobody. And, I mean, how could he, right? You got E5 and Diego killing it. But they didn't even name him. That means he fucked so little they put him in witness protection. He's the only turtle in the history to get anonymity out of shame. Cool.
Very cool.
Was that 3 jokes from everyone?
No.
That was we still have a few more.
Nope.
Sorry,
was the
guys.
second
We've
one?
got more.
Sorry. Eh.
We know you guys want to get home.
So he fathered 40% of the whole species. So I imagine like he sends out for his ancestry DNA, and they just send him back a mirror. Like it's you, man. It's just you. It's all you.
Aw.
That's it. All right. I'm not winning tonight.
I don't know. Josh has some weird criteria.
No, he's not winning.
Guys, I think I have a shot.
Imagine if you were in like a real court and the judge is like, "No."
I mean, present your case.
Yeah,
but
keep on going with the trial, but no.
you know, I may not win this looking at this.
It's looking good for you and me, John.
The best we could do is tie. We should want to win.
I'm not gonna tie.
All right. Everybody shut up. When asked what makes him so virile, Diego replied, "It's the secret of the ooze."
Nah.
Now,
Boo!
Now, I knew that was a risky proposition. When I typed that up, I was like, I'm going to need a lot of specific people here to make that work.
So I'm gonna save that for last.
Yes.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Incest Turtles was more relatable.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think so.
I just didn't approach it right, but it would have hit really well.
I would have liked the pizza angle better. You know,
Well, I
more
mean,
of a
wouldn't we
pizza
all?
joke.
Different strokes.
I
apologize
talking
for
about
that
turtle
joke.
fucking pizza angles and different strokes.
It's it's probably best we move on. That's just my thought.
That's always a good idea.
All right. I think that's it for the jokes.
Thankfully,
Hey guys, should we move on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody in agreement?
we're gonna go to our guest judge, Josh Graves. Do we have a winner of the episode?
All right, so this was a very tough round to judge. You guys had some really solid, good jokes here. What was the name of the first turtle who banged?
Diego.
Diego. I just imagine when you guys read the story, I just imagined Diego picking these female turtles up in his Nissan tits and I mean, you can't do a joke and then tell the audience why you would have thought it gone
Josh,
better.
Josh, I'm gonna judge you right.
Can't do that with sex either.
And no, and Ricardo, you had some really creepy and solid act outs at the same time.
Thank
both
you.
At the same time, but John delivered a joke that made me picture in my mind
Animal
a rat molesting baby turtles. So I'm gonna give it to John.
Okay, so
That's your great.
Everyone.
No. In Teenage Mutant Incest, they had a rat and they were babies and one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. The
Okay.
crowd hates me.
We can't take this away from John. We gotta give him the victory.
I know. Yeah, that was Teenage Mutant Incest. Was
It's
really
just
a
an
solid
accusation.
joke.
Nobody knows for sure
I
what
know, I
happened.
just-
All right, everybody,
It's
give
my
it up
mind.
for Teenage Mutant Incest Turtles.
Woo!
You're
So
all
it's good to win on
recorded doing
incest.
this.
And if anyone wants to dance along with this kid's dance video, that's what it's there for.
John, it's up to you.
John,
Yeah, if you want to dance.
that's what the winner has to do.
A
I
customary
gotta do?
celebratory dance.
If you would like.
Well, I got to do this dance?
If you like.
What is this?
We're not going to force
This
anybody
is one
to
of
do it.
those video games.
Is this
where
like
you have to-
jazzercise?
This is
Yeah,
Just Dance.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's give him a clapping.
Yeah,
beat.
good
Play that up. He's doing it. This guy wrote on NBC.
And look what we've brought him down to.
Thank you for being a
You
good
guys were
sport,
great.
by
What the
the
hell are you
way.
talking about? This is good. We're in a pot-related themed sandwich establishment. This is fun.
Yeah.
That's right. Can't argue with that.
Concentra down the street. All right.
Now, congratulations goes to Jon Carden for winning the episode, but we're not done yet. We're going to go to Carly Kastner, see if she has any burning questions.
Okay, my question, I'm going to take it back to the old Subaru fuck story that we all loved and
Oh.
adored. I'm wondering if you guys have ever named your own cars. And if so, what did you name it? And if you haven't named your car, what would you name it now?
I named my Ford Explorer that my brother drove through a 7-Eleven in Texas. I named it Delilah. Because in biblical history, Delilah was the biggest bitch in the history. 'Cause she cut up Samson. And I just, so that's why I named it Delilah.
Is like the like floor of the car ripped out of the car? Or?
No, the front end was all messed up, though. It took it like a champ. It took it on the chin, right through the 7-Eleven.
I thought you named it Delilah because the radio only played like really smooth contemporary like adult music.
Delilah.
That is an Arizona joke.
Is that a local
Now,
reference?
Josh, that's
Yeah.
a local reference. I think.
Is it? No, I think official. No.
My mama listened to that when she was sad in a trailer in Virginia.
No, Delilah sucks, man.
Whoa.
Sorry. Oh my God, is Delilah here? Like, what do you guys? You guys worried Delilah listens to our podcast and she's gonna be like, "Ugh."
I just feel that maybe Delilah doesn't deserve that kind of aggression.
She tells people what they want to hear. She doesn't.
I follow
She
her.
doesn't really care. She's in it for the money.
You can follow her on Instagram. She was chunky. She lost a lot of weight. She looks good.
Good for her.
So can I just say, as a kid, I grew up as a child of divorce, and my parents they like lived like 3 hours apart. They'd meet halfway, and my dad would basically drop me off with my mom, and me and my mother would drive home, and she would listen to Delilah, and all I could think was, why couldn't you have listened to this show 10 years ago, bitch? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. This is a.
I never thought this would be a topic that I get to talk about in public. Delilah.
Well, we asked the hard questions on 1, 2, 3 jokes.
I love Delilah.
She had a sexy voice. Let's just be
She
real.
really does.
It was soothing.
Yeah.
So I actually.
Anybody make love to Delilah?
Just
Anybody out there?
To her or
Well, she's on the radio, right?
While her.
I mean, Marvin Gaye, yeah. Put on Delilah. All right.
So I actually bought a car from our normal resident judge, Aaron Kraft, and it came with a name, Black Dynamite.
That sounds racist.
That's not the joke. It's just telling the story. Black Dynamite.
Okay.
It's a really good
And you
story.
kept the name?
No? Yeah. Guys, this is going down
Good
quick.
story.
All right.
Yeah, I never named my car. I don't have cars long enough to name them.
Wow.
What are you zooming
Turn 'em
through
and
cars?
burn 'em.
Yeah.
Speedster.
So kick them out before breakfast.
What's happening to your cars?
Sorry, car. I didn't have time to remember your name. You're done.
Oh, I can't believe you're still here in my driveway.
See, but the girl always says,
You're not
not
a
long
better
enough to
quality
remember.
car. You need a car you can bring home to mom and dad.
I haven't met that car yet. Just haven't met the right car.
I called myself a cab.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know how to end it.
Yeah.
Guys, we want to thank you so much for coming out to Cheba Hut and listening to our show.
Hey, man, thank you.
Thank you.
This was fun. Thank you guys.
Even if...
shout out if you guys ate a sandwich.
Yeah, let them hear it. So,
Let the radio audience know how full you guys are.
But yes, we do appreciate you coming by, and Cheba Hut was very kind to us, letting us perform here. Be kind to them, buy some drinks, some food. They were very, very accommodating.
Thank you,
and-
Cheba Hut.
thank you,
Thank
Cheba.
you.
Yeah.
We want to
And
thank
fuck
Jon
you,
Carden.
Jimmy Johns.
We'll have to bleep that out. Thank you to Jon Carden. John, do you have anything coming up you want to tell the people about? Maybe something online that you want them to follow?
You can follow me on Instagram at goingtothejon, Jon. That's a good Instagram name. I need followers. So y'all can hook it up. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Josh Graves.
Oh, I have a show next Wednesday, January 29th at the Grid. It's some stand-up comics. They're going to do some comedy. I'm sure you guys all live around here, right? All right, no one lives here. Good. All right, there's a barcade in Mesa next Wednesday. Come out to the show. I'd love to see you guys here. And also, there's a Nissan Tits in a fucking handicap parking spot.
Now, Josh,
Nissan Tits with its headlights on.
Josh, you called back to my joke so much.
I'm
it
sorry.
feels
It's
like
a
I
good.
should
I
go for
like
it.
it. I like
That's a
the joke. Dude, can I make you the winner of the show?
You know, I'd like that.
Yes, if Bob does the dance, he can
There's so many
change your-
fucking callbacks. He's right. I should.
But yes, thank you.
Thank
once
you for
again
having me,
coming.
guys. Thank you.
Thank you to
Thanks
Josh
for
Graves.
having
Thank you to
the
Josh
show,
Carden.
everyone.
I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I am Ricardo Leone.
I'm Bob Simmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I've been Jon Carden.
And Josh for Josh Graves. This has been a live episode of 1, 2, 3, Joe.
Thank you.